It's a remix, baby. It's a remix.
South Africa, and a very, very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D, and welcome to a brand new week. How are you, Pali?
I'm good. I'm geared up for a productive week. We're nearing the end of November, which means 2019 is done, basically.
It's basically done. I'm already in holiday mode. I don't know about you. I'm basically on holiday.
I am as well. Cue the studio. The studio is also all geared up for Christmas. We've got our lights up. We've got our tree up. So we're ready for celebration.
So there's nothing more important than starting your Monday off right. Just center yourself and then completely place your mind and body in the right state to start the week is in such a good way. And I think it's not a big ask for all of us to do.
Absolutely. Now, one of the most ideal ways to do exactly that is with some inspiring music. Ukumani Ngocho hails all the way from Mdantsane in East London, and he's been singing his entire life. From school choir, from church choirs to solo performances to sharing the stage with some of the biggest gospel acts in the country.
So I think it's safe to say that this man is basically married to his craft, just like we are. So nominated for 3 awards at the 12th SABC Crown Gospel Awards, he sits down on the couch with us to chat all about the excitement. And don't forget to join us for some Monday afternoon nutrients as we make a tasty burrito recipe in the kitchen a little bit later. Yummy.
And I definitely came with all my appetite, so I'm looking forward to that. Connect with us online and let us know what the one song is that always lifts your spirit. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express or comment on our Facebook page. But to kick off the show this incredible Monday with an awesome performance, this is Ukumani Ngocho with Ixesha.
It's a remix, baby. Young people, lift your fist up. Don't waste with your time, man. It is time for Jesus. So young people, don't waste with your time. One, two, three. Go back. What you left that be like? 1, 2, 3, 5. Sihlanjiwe kazi nilevana ndaphakamisa ndavuma ndakholelwa ngenhliziyo yami ndasindiswa ngoba wakumnyama ndingaboni yapho ndiyakhona wafika uyesu nokukhanya
Amazing, and if I can just say, hands down, that is the best gospel performance we've ever had this show ever. That was amazing.
And I feel the vibe. I feel like I'm transported all the way back into Sunday, even though it is a Monday. Thank you for brightening up our Monday.
So much, ma'am. I really appreciate it.
Wow.
If you've got any questions for Uxhumani, head over to our social media using the hashtag Afternoon Express.
Yes, ma'am.
What a way to kick off our Monday.
You are just
bless
so
me.
magic
Thank you
up
so
there
much.
on that stage.
Man.
But I mean, your sound is obviously gospel, but I mean, it could be, I mean, you're a rock star. You could easily perform at any of the jazz festivals. So tell us a little bit about how you create your sound. Why are you so unique and so clearly magical?
All right, actually, I took this from home.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, I always wanted to be this special thingy.
Yeah.
And now I'm being inspired with the international music, and so now I decided to just make music the way I understand it the most.
Yeah.
Not because someone did it before, but only my personal sound that I'm releasing for God.
Your personal sound is working.
Absolutely, and we're signing up for it.
So
But
much.
it's such a huge jump. I mean, performing in a choir, you're gathered with people. I mean, we definitely saw your entourage and how talented they are. But you essentially are stepping out, being by yourself. What gave you the confidence to say, look, I can leave the church behind and kind of take the church vibe and the church feeling into a very contemporary mode? And
Actually, it's more of understanding the calling and the time.
Okay.
And for me to serve in the church doesn't mean that I will stop because I'm running my own career, music career. So actually, I'm still doing the church choir. I'm still busy with my praise and worship in my church. And I'm coming from Apostolic Faith Mission, by the way. So I'm working there as a national praise and worship leader. So but doing my music the way I want to look, the church music is totally different to what I am doing.
Yes.
Because look, for me, it's more of going out to the young people out there. Because young people, you know, they get bored to be formal and to be traditional and to be religious, but they want what is happening. That is why I would wear my hat in the church, because I know there is a boy somewhere chilling that says, no, I can't be going to church because I have a hat. That obviously is not allowed to go in the church. So now that is why I'm preaching that gospel that says, look, you come as you are to the Lord, and then we will deal with that later.
Well, that makes so much sense, because instead of, you know, religion being quite a divider, you're opening it up to people and showing you it's about love, it's about acceptance.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
And Xhumani, your journey has not only stopped in the commercial space. You're now being recognized not only by fellow peers, biggest names in gospel currently in the country, but you're also winning awards for that. I mean, how does it feel?
Bless the Lord.
Your first Crown Gospel Award was in 2014.
2014, yes,
and now, fast forward how many years later, you're nominated yet again, 3 awards. How does that feel?
It feels good, man. You know, we've been, after the Crown Award in 2014, we've been working tirelessly, I would say, touring around South Africa, also doing neighborhood countries, and it's been a good journey, I would say. And we've been collecting networks, because I really appreciate networks more than anything, man.
Yeah.
So we've been creating networks, and then later on gaining the strength to go big. You know, this year we nominated 3 times, and the major one is the Artist of the Year. I mean, that is not a light thing in South Africa. So obviously, in 2014, I don't believe that we were ready for today. So now today we are ready to hit what is for today.
Hit the ground running. What can we expect from the night? Do you have any special performances, any surprises?
Actually not, but what is special about for that night, I'll be going with my mother-in-law in the red carpet, because recently in August I lost my wife, and now I thought, let me just take my mother-in-law to walk that red carpet. So that is what's so more special about this. I never with her.
Kota Khumani, first of all, we'd love to send our condolences from
Thank you so
Afternoon
much, man. I
Express
really
to you
appreciate
and your family going through such a hard time. But
Yeah,
you're
man.
turning that hard time, you're turning that disaster essentially into something positive so
Indeed.
that people can look up to you and say, look, he's made it out stronger, bigger, better.
Yes,
So can I.
Yes.
And you've taken that disaster and you are also helping other people that might find themselves in a
Sure.
disastrous situation with new praise. I mean, can
Get
you
it.
tell me a little bit about your disaster relief fund?
That disaster, you know, we've been assisting in different homes. I remember in 2013, one of our members lost a house through the fire, you know, in townships. There's fires, there's fire all over. So we started with helping her because she was part of us. And then we tried to build the house for her and then collected some funds through the gospel music shows and whatnot. And then later on, we've been now doing for the, you know, sometimes when you're helping people, we really not love to be loud about it. And then now we've been doing it.
That's the humility.
Yes, because now it's more like if you help one person and then now you have people that are knocking every day to you, and we don't want that. But we still want to make sure that we help people out there because we really...
Amazing.
Well, you know, Khumani, I have to say, I have to ride for my people. I know you're from East London, Mdantsane,
Sure.
but, you know, currently in KZN, there were tornadoes, there was a whole lot of rains. So I challenge you and New Praise to go out into every community and kind of
Look,
make that
we
change.
will have to do that. Actually, you will get my people to beat me. If you always count East London, because I've been here from 2004 now. So Cape Town is
about
where I reside currently, but home is in East London. So now my Cape Town people will be like, hey.
You forgot us. No, look, we've asked you if you have any questions for Khumani on social media, and we've got Usnalo here, who asked, wow, I'm such a fan of Khumani Ngocho. What a humble soul, and we've definitely experienced that too. How do you feel to be nominated amongst all those giants in the gospel industry?
Man, I feel blessed, one. And two, I think it's a statement of faith, not arrogance, that I believe that I'm a giant too.
Yes.
So now it's the giant amongst the giants. So I don't feel small or something like that because, look, I've been around too. So now, to me, it makes a lot of sense when I say, to me, they are colleagues and I respect them and the way they respect me. So it's a blessing to share space like that with them. And, you know, they are my brothers, man. I really appreciate. And that's why I always say to them, look, because this is the season for me, please leave this award for me. Let me go home with it.
That is absolutely beautiful. Then Astro Boyson asked, what goals do you still want to achieve in the gospel industry?
What I want to say, I've been dreaming of a stadium musical revival that will hit Cape Town with a storm. And I've been dreaming and dreaming and dreaming. I believe that in one of these years, if it's not 2021, not 2020, obviously, not 2021 or 2022, I will be hitting it. And also, more than being a celebrity, I believe that I want to be somebody that is influential, even if I'm influential in a small corner. But I want to go out there, not in South Africa only. I want to go Africa. I want to go US. You know, I want to step in US, Texas, and Kirk Franklin is like, okay, my boy is around.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh, I wish you the best. And I think that's so doable. Listen, after looking at performances like that, it is definitely in your reach.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
100%.
Kirk Franklin was saying, stomp. Everybody saying, I'll stomp. That's one of my favorite songs from Kirk Franklin. So hopefully you can get on a remix,
sure.
Nyana, you know, 2019 version.
Collaboration.
Shireen Adams used the hashtag Afternoon Express and says, hi, Khumani Ngocho. Congratulations on being nominated. What other gospel artists would you like to collaborate with and why?
Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin. Because I've been looking up to Kirk. You know, as I was growing up, I used to think that I am Kirk Franklin, but I would fight with people that says, hey, I know this music is not even close to what he's doing. But later on in life, I thought, no, man, really, I'm not Kirk Franklin. Obviously, I love the guy, but I'm totally having my personal assignment, and I'm achieving that. And look, I respect every artist in South Africa, and I would love one day to collaborate with them.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I don't have a specific artist that says that I say I would really love to collaborate with.
Yeah.
But I would really appreciate to collaborate with any.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here today.
Amen.
But an absolutely, truly gift. And we cannot wait for another performance a little bit later.
Oh, I really
it's going to be great.
appreciate
Yay! After the break, we chat to Helen Baston about how you can make the perfect choice when it comes to a pet.
Every day, brave young kids around our country fight their own private battle against cancer. To show them that other kids and families have got their back, a portion of the proceeds from every NutriKids product sold will go to secure the next Clover NutriKids Choc Home in Port Elizabeth, a support base where children undergoing treatment and their families are accommodated, supported, and given a fighting chance against cancer.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. So now we've received over 560 entries for the LG inverter competition, and it's only the first of 4. So we've asked you what appliance you would love and why, and here's what some of you have had to say.
Absolutely. We've got Farushka Adams Oosthuizen, who said, definitely the refrigerator, as after being a full-time mom, I've decided to pursue my passion, and by creating my home-baked business, the refrigerator will definitely be super useful for storing my ingredients, as well as cakes and keeping them fresh.
All right, Elizabeth Ndyazi Malivovo says, I would love to win a LG dishwasher. I want to give it to my mom as a present and thanking her for the good work that she's doing for the community. She runs a care home for orphans. She cooks for them so that they can eat before they go home. And she's older now, so the dishwasher will be the best thing to keep things clean and continue with her good work towards the community.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
I want her to have it.
Such stunning stories.
Beautiful.
I'm falling in love with all of these contestants. We've got one other finalist here, Lorna Fortune, who says, oh my, so difficult to make a choice. But because LG appliances are so awesome, just finished renovating my kitchen and the LG refrigerator would be awesome. My own LG appliances in my new kitchen will even beat the excitement I still have after us winning the Rugby World Cup trophy. They use the hashtag Afternoon Express, hashtag LG appliances, psst, hashtag dishwasher won't also be bad, psst, microwave too, psst, hashtag any LG appliance.
Then Boitumelo Mohlala says, an LG washing machine for my amazing grandmother, who is now a great-grandmother of 2. She's a hands-on gogo, and recently her arm and hand has been getting swollen and sore, so we've put her off on the washing clothes duty. So for some, she won't stop as we find the clothes on the washing line and our machine isn't working anymore. So the machine would help so much to stop this gogo from touching water. So.
Oh, that's such a touching story. Now, we're over the moon because our first winner has been picked. Drum roll, please. Nomonde Ndlovu! Yay! Now, Nomonde wrote, I love the LG NeoChef microwave. It's efficient, it's easy to clean, good looking, saves a lot on energy, and Nomonde used the hashtag Afternoon Express.
So we've got Nomonde on the line. Nomonde, how does it feel to know that you're going to be walking away with one of these 4 incredible prizes?
I'm feeling very happy. I'm excited.
Oh,
well, we're
amazing.
excited for you, Nomonde. Congratulations one more time. Now, you're our very first winner, which means that you stand a chance of winning an LG Matte Black refrigerator and
That's the one I
bottom
want.
freezer worth 14,000 Rand, or an LG Steam Quad Wash dishwasher at 13,500 Rand, an LG Stainless Steel Convection NeoChef microwave at 7,500 Rand, or last but not least, LG's BTU Dual Cool Inverter Aircon Conditioner worth 15,000 Rand. Which prize are you hoping to win, Nomonde?
I'm hoping to win the NeoChef microwave.
Okay, I also have my eye on that microwave.
So no matter what happens here today, you are guaranteed to win. So there's just one challenge to complete to determine which prize it'll be. So here is the challenge. I have to get the ping pong balls, okay? And I've got to get the ping pong ball into one of the cups labeled 1 to 4. So whichever one it lands in is the prize that you will walk away in. Which one of us do you want to do the challenge for you? Who do you want to throw the ball, me or Pali?
Who do you think has the best aim between Jeannie and I?
I think you, Parisa.
Oh boy, have you chosen badly. No, I'm joking.
Good luck, Nomonde. Luckily today you are a winner regardless. So Jeannie,
Okay.
here's a Nomonde. Okay, just to go over the rules one more time. There are cups here labeled 1 to 4. Each cup has a prize inside the cup. My goal is to hopefully get one of these ping pong balls into whichever cup, and that will determine what Nomonde wins. Here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Just missed number 2. Let me try one more time. Let me change my strategy. Okay, let me just go straight in. Oh, guys.
Pali, she's got to win something.
Okay. Nomonde, I know you chose me, but here, this is for your own benefit, girl. Jeannie's going for this prize. Yeah! First try, and Jeannie got...
I trust you, Jeannie. I trust you.
Well, your trust went a very long way.
You've got the best one. You have got the Matte Black refrigerator. With the bottom freezer valued at 14,000 Rand. You've literally got my favorite one.
Oh my gosh, and Nomonde, as you heard with the runners-up, a lot of people wanted that microwave, so you are truly blessed, truly lucky. Congratulations. Now tune in next. How are you feeling, Nomonde?
I'm so emotional. I want to cry. Oh my God.
Well, Merry Christmas from Afternoon Express and LG. Now, tune in next week because we still have another 3 LG inverter appliances up for grabs, and you could be our very next winner. Congratulations, Nomonde.
Thank you so much.
Gain peace of mind with an efficient laundry cycle. Feel cooler air, even at midday. Enjoy mealtime with food kept fresh all day long. Better inverter, LG Inverter.
I had to grab that ball out of your...
Our ping pong champion, because what a wow. Okay, well, look, guys, as the saying goes, you don't know someone until you've walked a mile in their shoes.
Yeah.
However, the reality is that for countless learners in South Africa, Face Daily is going to school barefoot. Now, we are challenging you to go barefoot for a day to better understand the difficulties faced by these learners.
So essentially, a new pair of school shoes can give a child a new sense of confidence. And that is why we are asking you to go #Barefoot with Crush, and you can help to donate another 20,000 pairs of new Smart Step school shoes in 2020. So all you need to do is simply buy your favorite Crush and #share the goodness.
Support Crush in giving away another 20,000 pairs of school shoes to children in need. Buy a Crush, dial the number on the pack, and stand a chance to win your share of 500,000 Rand. #Share the goodness. Join us on Afternoon Express weekdays from 5 to 6 p.m. as we step into another incredible Crush goodness journey with Clover. #Share the goodness.
So if you are looking at getting a new pet but don't know what is the right pet for you, then owning a pet can be truly, truly rewarding, each offering its own unique benefits, be it a bird, a hamster, a cute guinea pig. So we're going to be taking a look into the world of guinea pigs and chat to animal behaviourist Helen Baston on owning and caring for these cute, cuddly furballs. Lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you.
I mean, this is just the cutest thing. Can I hold him?
Yes, her. She's a little scared, but yes, just make sure you...
I've got you.
There we go.
Oh, she's so sweet. What's her name?
So she's called Zoe.
Oh, Zoe's
Yes.
gorgeous. Tell us, why is a hamster, a monster hamster, a little guinea pig, a really good idea as a pet?
They're really cool. They've got a very big personality. You know, you think, oh, like it's another rodent, but they've got really big personalities, and they're just a lot of fun. You know, they're very smart as well. So you can have games with them and have like puzzles and that sort of thing.
Hey,
and
Zoe?
No, they're very clever. Very clever.
I mean, she knows what's going on right now.
Yeah, she's a bit freaked out, but she's fine.
Wow. Okay, so then what's the best way of caring for them? I mean, can you have them alone? What are their living conditions like?
Yeah, so they actually need a really big space.
Okay.
You're sort of looking minimal 3 metres by 3 metres.
Wow.
They need a lot of space.
Okay.
And the absolute really important thing is they must be with another guinea pig, at least another one.
Oh, is that so?
More the
Do
merrier.
they get lonely?
They get so lonely because they're actually, they're quite a gregarious animal, you know? They're sort of a prey animal in the wild, so they stick together in numbers, you know, safety in numbers.
Yeah.
So if they're by themselves, they're really, really freaked out and they actually get quite depressed.
Oh, my word, that's devastating.
Yeah.
What do they eat?
So they eat, they must have 3 things. They must have hay 24/7, because they're grazers, so they must always have their hay. They must have vegetables, and they must have a decent pellet or guinea pig food. It's for guinea pigs, not rabbit food, not hamster food, must be for guinea pigs.
Yeah. And I mean, do you have to spend a lot of time with them? What is their day-to-day care like?
Yes, I mean, it's quite good because they need a lot of attention, a lot of care, and especially the more you play with them, the more they handle them, the more friendly they become.
Oh, is that so? So these are the kind of pets that you can literally cuddle all day?
Yes, if you want to, absolutely. And they're really cuddly. You know, we were holding backstage and snuggling. But also, it's quite nice as well, if you do have like a demanding job, you can leave them alone with their friends, you know, for the whole work day, and they'll be fine.
Okay.
They don't need constant attention. They don't. You know, it's not like a dog where you have to, you know, they need a lot of attention, they need walking and all that sort of thing. That it can be left alone in the day.
Okay. Now, who are hamster people? Like, what if I want, like, are they a good pet for children? And how young can a child be before they get hamsters as pets? I mean, this little Zoe is so cute.
So you don't want too young because, you know, shame kids. They don't realise if they're being a bit too rough, and you know they're very sensitive little creatures. So you know you're looking sort of a little bit of an older child, maybe like 8, 9, something like that. They're great for children as long as they handle them correctly and they handle them often. But yeah, they are a really good pet for kids.
They are so sweet. I mean, she's so cute. And I mean, where are hamsters, guinea pigs even available? Hi, God.
Well, this little one, I know. She's from Noordhoek Bunny Rescue, sorry. There's also Barefoot Rescue. There's a few rescue organisations. Go to a rescue.
Rescue's always better first.
Yes, absolutely. And there's always animals out there of all sorts. Whatever you're looking for, there'll be someone who's rescued and will care for and you can adopt from.
Okay. And they don't bite. They're quite gentle.
They're pretty gentle. Obviously, if they feel threatened, you know, like any animal, they will have, you know, sort of lash out a little bit, but they're pretty chilled.
And do they clean themselves?
They do.
Or do you go and
they do. They do clean themselves, but you can buy like shampoo and things for them as well. Give them a little bath.
So cute. What are the most important things to remember when taking care of a hamster? Hamster. I mean, I am just
I think you really want a hamster.
I want a hamster, obviously.
So there's a few things. So there's foods they can't eat. So watery vegetables, also potatoes.
Really can't eat?
Cabbage not good for them.
Wow.
Yeah, you wouldn't think, but there's a few things, and then obviously no junk food, no chocolate, no dairy, no meat, and the real important thing is to have more than one.
Okay.
Got to have guinea pigs.
And snacks?
It's got to be healthy snacks.
Yeah.
You can actually buy pet treats and they're fine.
Okay.
So if you've got treats for guinea pigs, brilliant. But things like human chocolate and it's not good for them.
You've got to be so careful. A friend of mine's cat actually bit. They had lilies in the garden.
Oh gosh.
And apparently lilies are poisonous to cats. They can die.
Yes. Yeah.
So you've got to be.
It's always good to do a bit of research.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Zoe is so cute. Don't pee on me, girl. They're cute, they're cuddly, and they make really great pets. But like any responsible pet owner, there are, of course, many aspects to consider before bringing a pet into your home. Oh, I want.
Jeannie and Helen, don't move a muscle because I want to kidnap Zoe and bring her into my home. I think she'll make a perfect fit into my family. And you at home, don't move a muscle because after the break, we enjoy a tech-savvy session with tech journalist Brian Smith. Don't move a muscle.
There's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica. Buy any size and your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker. Then follow the entry details on the pack and you could win daily prizes of airtime, cash, LG Q60 smartphones, 55-inch LG UHD smart artificial intelligence digital TVs, steam dishwashers, Caribbean tan hampers, or guest watches. That's more than 100,000 prizes.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Gain peace of mind with an efficient laundry cycle. Feel cooler air, even at midday. Enjoy mealtime with food kept fresh all day long. Better inverter, LG Inverter.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express and happy Monday. We're coming to you live from our incredibly Christmased out studio. Now, today's modern home is so busy and frantic that we need the best tools around us to make life as easy and productive as possible. LG's entire range of appliances has been improved with their latest inverter technology, which makes all of them more durable, more powerful, and more efficient in every way. Co-owner of bandwidthblog.com, Brian Smith, joins us today to unpack the inverter technology across the board. Welcome back, Brian.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, Brian, you have such an incredible way of taking something that sounds so complicated, but allowing even the simple minds like myself to understand. Now, this inverter technology, how does it work? Let's start in the most important part of the home, the kitchen. How is it built into their refrigerators?
Absolutely. So I think inverter technology is something really interesting from LG, and it's a little bit like working with the brain, for example. If you consider how we spend our own energy, we're not on the go all the time. We know how to take a rest, we know when to sleep, we know when to go. And if you consider that's sort of the way it works across LG's appliance range. So, for example, in a fridge, you might consider that when buying a fridge, there are two things you really need to evaluate. And one is how long it can keep your food fresh for, and secondly, what kind of energy consumption costs you might be in for. So an inverter motor is actually quite intelligent, and that can vary the sort of speed of depth of a fan blowing, for example, of a motor in a fridge, to cooler fridge for optimum freshness within food. So what's really exciting here is that not only do you necessarily have a fridge that can actually adjust essentially its operations to be as cool as possible, depending on how much food is inside it, you also have reduced energy consumption over time.
So let's go completely across to the other end of the spectrum. We see how this inverter technology works in LG's fridge, but how then does it work to an appliance that does the opposite, warm up like a microwave?
So if you consider, I think, possibly the biggest frustration in owning a microwave is perhaps you're trying to warm something like a steak, and you're used to it just not cooking all the way through, and you get something that's warm on the outside and cool on the inside. So the really intelligent thing with inverter technology in LG's range of NeoChef microwaves, for example, is that these microwaves actually have a number of preset modes, but they're actually intelligently able to adjust their operations based on what's being microwaved inside. So they're essentially able to adjust their output to heat effectively, let's say, beverages or meals. So that means that essentially you have a motor that's able to calibrate itself per every meal and actually ensure that whether you're doing something like fermenting a meal all the way to grilling, for example, you can actually achieve that desired result and get a meal that's cooked throughout.
Wow, that sounds like something I need. And definitely it gearing up to the festive season. A lot of people just want something quick, effective though, and obviously saving the ching-ching. Now looking on the other end of the spectrum, the inverter direct drive. How does that work in our air conditioners? More specifically, saving power, making sure, or rather not the air conditioner, to the washing machine. Yes. How does it make sure that the washing machine is quieter and works just a whole lot better than its previous models?
I'm actually glad you mentioned air conditioners because the principle is somewhat similar. If you consider in a washing machine, there's a direct drive. So that's essentially the spin cycle or the spin motor that'll power a spin cycle when you insert clothes for cleaning. And what you need to consider is that essentially these units are usually quite bulky. They're very difficult to maintain, clean, and essentially operate at times. And they can be in a big electricity draw because they usually have one setting, and that's either on or off. With an inverter motor, however, these are actually somewhat shrunk down in LG models. They're much easier to access, and what this actually means is that they can adjust their speeds per cycle. So when you input a different mode, or in some LG washing machines, they'll actually tailor this to the weight in kgs of the load inside the washing machine itself. It can actually tailor its output to give maximum power per energy consumption, which is really amazing.
I mean, shout out to everyone watching. I will definitely accept a twin wash as my Christmas present, happily with open arms. And we see the same direct drive inverter in the vacuum.
Absolutely. So vacuum cleaners are perhaps the only thing that get better the more they suck. And I think that's really, really cool when it comes to
Someone's quick on their Monday. Yeah.
Well, if you consider when buying a cordless vacuum, for example, the frustration is if you have a wired vacuum, it doesn't necessarily always have the same draw when you're uncoupling it from power and you're relying on a battery. However, with an inverter motor, what essentially you're able to do is have all that same power draw and essentially spin up the vacuum inside to the same degree you would have a wired vacuum.
Wow.
So there's absolutely no loss in terms of power draw or being able to vacuum those hard-to-reach areas that you might normally rely on a wired vacuum for.
I had the privilege of going over to Korea, and I saw that these vacuum cleaners come with such cute little handy-dandy charging ports. So that battery port, I think you get like 2 or 3 batteries, and you can change it out, flip it, whatever you want. It's iconic. It's definitely revolutionary and something that you should get. Thank you so much, Brian, for coming through.
Thank you.
You've helped so much. You've helped me understand this concept, and I hope you too at home have done the same. Now, if one thing is for certain, is that the new inverter technology improves all of its appliances in a significant way, so that you always have the right option of any appliance in your home with LG. Plus, you save yourself time, energy, and money.
Gain peace of mind with an efficient laundry cycle. Feel cooler air, even at midday. Enjoy mealtime with food kept fresh all day long. Better inverter, LG Inverter.
So join us in the kitchen after the break as we make absolutely delicious, mouth-watering buri burritos.
There's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica. Buy any size and your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker. Then follow the entry details on the pack and you could win daily prizes of airtime, cash, LG Q60 smartphones, 55-inch LG UHD smart artificial intelligence digital TVs, steam dishwashers, Caribbean tan hampers, or guest watches. That's more than 100,000 prizes.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, the new Clover Butter Oil is a sunflower and butter oil blend and allows for a variety of applications in the kitchen, cooking, baking, and frying. Now, it certainly adds a bang of richness and taste of butter in our buri burritos. Now, this is one delicious recipe that you have to try at home. And to do that, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. SMSs cost R1.50 and free SMSs do not apply. Babes, you are making some of my favorites. First of all, happy Monday. We are now glowing, glowing, shining. We're Christmasing. But we're also making something that everyone at home can try. It's super simple, super easy. So what do they need to kick off this recipe?
And it's something hot. You like hot stuff. So we just need boerewors rolls. We need our sausage, right? Boerewors. Yeah. But you need to remove the casing, right? So it becomes a kind of mash. Okay. So what we do first of all is we use our butter oil, right? You need about 2 tablespoons of this. Okay. You just add that in there. And I'm going to ask you to mix for me. Okay. So you first add your onion, right? Nice. About 1 onion, finely chopped. You add that. And then you add some garlic as well.
Nice. And that garlic will just help with that flavor of the dish.
Now you mix that in for about a minute. You let that simmer, and then you add your seasoning as well, which is oregano, just a bit of that, some cayenne pepper.
Nice.
Just add some of that.
And this is basically a recipe that, you know, a lot of people have these ingredients in their pantry already, in their fridge.
It's one of those must-have, like having salt in your, in your pantry. It's just one of those.
It's a given. But another thing that I love about this is that, yes, today we're using buris. We're going proudly South African with it. But you can basically use absolutely any protein you want, whether it's chicken at home, whether it's lamb. Go for it. The sky's the limit.
And for vegetarians, you can also use soya mince for vegetarians.
Okay, nice.
So anything. So once we are done with that bali, right, it's gonna end up looking like this.
Okay, wait.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Apologies about that.
No problem.
So let's add our meat.
So our decanted meat.
Yes.
Stunning. Okay, I think that we should add more butter because I can see that it's starting to... I love mine to be nice and shiny and nothing sticking.
Lisa, there's something called cholesterol, but let's do it, girl.
This is good for all the above.
All of.
Okay, love that. Okay, so once this comes together quite nicely...
Yeah.
We then
move on over here, and it's going to come out looking like this when we are done here.
It looks more like a ground mince type of consistency.
Exactly. So what we do is that we add about a tin full of tomatoes. You add some black beans as well.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
These black kidney beans are so good. They're so filling. And, of course, we're going Mexican in the kitchen. Yep. So we're proudly Mexican with South African, mixing those two flavors that we love together so much.
And once we are done here, now it's time to do the filling, which is something I think you'll enjoy.
This is the fun part,
yes. So people are to remember at home is that don't put too much in there, otherwise it's just going to fall over.
Oh, yeah.
Just add about a tablespoon each.
Okay.
Yes.
So you mustn't overload our tortilla.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeannie has already put in her order, so I am going to make her delicious burrito right here. Fresh, ready for you, G. Don't worry, I got you, girl. It's a Monday. Mondays, we all need some soothing food.
And you add some rice as well.
Of course, a staple in any Mexican recipe.
Yes.
Okay.
And then just play around then with your ingredients.
Okay.
You have some tomato.
A little tomato in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
A bit of lettuce as well, just for that pop of color and freshness as well.
And I think
to give it that crunch as well.
Nice, and I love that lettuce in there. And you know, you can never have enough cheese. All the Clover cheese.
But Lisa, you love cheese.
I love cheese.
You love spicy things.
So you know, I must make a good burrito.
Oh, yes, and we hope Mama Zala is watching, the future Mama Zala.
Wow.
We're advertising for you here,
Mama Zala, that was real. Okay.
Just for some pop of color as well.
More, and I love red onions.
They are the best. They are just the best.
That zing, that tanginess, so good. Okay.
And just add in about a tablespoon of chutney as well.
Okay.
Now, here we have julienne strips of peppers as well.
Nice.
So you just add those in there.
And
these are going to give it that kick. It's julienne, that kick that you like.
Okay.
Yes.
And then can we add, is this some yogurt?
Some cream cheese.
Some cream cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. A little bit of that, and I'm going to use that as a
on the
spread.
side. Yes, girl.
Stunning. Thank you so much. Oh, Buseletso, you always just throw it down in the kitchen. This is something new, something different, something fresh to try this summer, something wholesome as well that I'm sure the entire family will love. So whilst I'm folding this in half, remember to SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this recipe. But here's a quick recap of the steps in case you've missed it.
Made with love by Clover. Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA. Made with love by Clover.
So weather can be really, really tough on your skin, especially for those that suffer with dry skin or eczema. So hot, cold, humid or dry, any type of weather really can cause an eczema flare-up. With an estimated 38% of the population suffering from eczema, it is something that a lot of us are very familiar with us. So summer is knocking on our door and we want to help you kick dry skin in the butt. So we're giving you the chance to win a Dexeril product hamper to the value of 2,000 Rand. All you have to do is SMS the keyword skincare to 33650 and you could be our lucky winner. Remember, SMSs cost R1.50 each and no free SMSs apply. T&Cs can be found on afternoonexpress.co.za to find out.
Dexeril is a complete dryness soothing and protection system, safe for daily use and suitable for all dry skin. Dry skin protection for the whole family.
Absolutely delicious. Now, before Tumani Ngocho heats up the floor, we're cooling down with our McDonald's Passion Fruit McFizz, which is the perfect punch of flavor to sip on. Now, if you download the McDonald's app, you can redeem a small Passion Fruit McFizz in-store for only R9.90. Now, that's a whole lot of saving. Plus, there are a whole bunch of other great deals and discounts every single day. You should definitely check that out. Kollega Tumani, I'm clearing, I'm helping you, getting you ready. Sip on that with me. Now, after the break, Tumani Ngocho heats up the floor with a fiery, fierce performance. Stay tuned.
At the age of my life, I was raised. The doctor told me I would suffer from epilepsy for the rest of my life.
Became my friend, but God came into my life. Jesus Christ saved my life. That's why I say, we are afflicted in every way, but not crushed. Whoa, but not crushed. Perplexed, but not driven to despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken.
There's nothing smoother than winning when you buy Tropica. Buy any size and your favorite flavor of Tropica in fresh or long life. Find the unique code behind the label or the sticker. Then follow the entry details on the pack and you could win daily prizes of airtime, cash, LG Q60 smartphones, 55-inch LG UHD smart artificial intelligence digital TVs, steam dishwashers, Caribbean tan hampers, or guest watches. That's more than 100,000 prizes.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we're surely turning around your Monday if you've perhaps had a bad one, or making it that much better with an electrifying performance. Now, performing a song that is bound to lift your spirits, this is Khumani Ngocha with No More Pain. Take it away.
The age of my life, I was great. The doctor told me I would suffer from epilepsy for the rest of my life.
Fear became my friend, but God came into my life. Jesus Christ saved my life. That's why I say, no more.
No more pain.
We are afflicted in every way, but not crushed. Oh, but not crushed. Perplexed, but not driven to despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Struck down, but not destroyed. Be strong, 'cause God will never destroy you. I'm wanting a comment of right to listen, the storm that you've been facing, it is now gone. The storm now is over. It's time for victory. You are victorious. No more pain. You are free from the pain. You are free from the
Clover.
Another feel-good production.